Chapter 1. 1000. The source of the mysterious energy was inside the stone coffin. Basan gently touched the stone coffin with sentimentality after a moment. Then he looked at the words on the wall. "Can you tell us what it says?" asked Wilbur. Basan said with pride, "This is our family secret, so you don't need to know." "Basan, this belongs to the nation. You better know your place," said Ryder coldly. Basan laughed coldly and asked, "Do you think the bodies of my ancestors belong to the nation too?" "It seems like that body is the problem," said Wilbur nonchalantly. Basan smiled coldly and said, "That's none of your business. You may leave. Don't forget that the burial site does not belong to an individual. There are laws regarding this. It doesn't matter if they were your ancestors," said Ryder coldly. Basan turned around at that moment. He looked at Ryder and Wilbur coldly, and he said, "You should know that rules are meant for ordinary people. Cultivators like us are not bound by laws and rules. Your lives may be spared if you leave now. Otherwise, don't blame me for being unkind." Ryder looked displeased. Wilbur said slowly, "You should think it through. The undead creature inside that stone coffin is probably a dangerous entity. Are you sure you want to face it alone?" "That's my ancestor." "What can I face alone?" asked Basan coldly. Wilbur smiled and replied, "I warned you, but you won't listen to logic. I'm telling you that we won't leave." The secret was about to be uncovered, so Wilbur would not leave. Frankly, the entity inside the stone coffin must be extraordinary. It would be an important discovery for the national excavation or for his cultivation. Basan wanted it all for himself, so there was no way Wilbur would allow it. There was no way, regardless of what was inside. Basan smiled menacingly when he heard what Wilbur said. He said, "Don't blame me if you're seeking your death." Then the superstone giant next to him growled. The vibrations from the growl made their ears hurt. Wilbur said nonchalantly, "Don't be so greedy. You won't take my items. The things inside the stone coffin also won't belong to you. Do you understand?" Basan asked creepily, "Oh yeah? Why so? Is it because you two are ambiance-level cultivators?" Wilbur laughed and replied, "Not entirely. We're working officials. So how dare you attempt to attack us?" "Ha ha." Basan laughed out loud. The superstone giant instantly blocked the way out. He asked, "Do you think your identities are a threat to me? What a joke. I'll kill everyone outside too. No one will ever find out about the secret here." Wilbur shook his head and said, "You should open the stone coffin first. Let us see what's inside. There's no use talking about this. That's the dead body of my ancestor. It had been asleep for thousands of years. Only the chief of our tribe knew about the legends." Basan started to touch the words on the wall. He spoke with sentimental emotions. "Our ancestors had been cultivating for hundreds of years to no avail, so they chose to hibernate here. They are waiting for their descendants to inherit their power. Our people never stopped looking for my ancestor's body. This legend was passed on for generations." It seemed like Basan wanted to talk about it. He did not need anyone to ask, and he started explaining on his own. "Now I finally found it." Basan suddenly got emotional. He said with a trembling voice, "I'll allow you to live a while longer to witness this moment." Then he walked towards the stone coffin and put his hands on it. He infused spiritual energy and the stone coffin buzzed. The coffin cover started to slide open. A body was revealed after the coffin was uncovered. It radiated and emitted a terrifying spiritual pressure that washed over the hall. Wilbur was instantly surprised when he looked at the body.